Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor and pleasure this evening to welcome our friend, Freddie, and his family for this ceremony. It's, for me, for many reasons, it's a great honor also to have you present this evening, his friends. And when I asked him, I will already, tell you a little secret. When I asked him, is there any very important guest, a VIP? He said, no, they are all my friends. Oh, you see, it's important. So he's touched, and he will tell it to you later. But for me, as Consul General of France here in Hong Kong and Macau, it's also a very good opportunity to celebrate and to recognize the work which has been achieved by Freddie since, should I say, how many years? He's young looking, since some years. In fact, I wanted to build my speech upon the fact that there were a certain number of birthdays, But if I'm doing so, I will say what might be your age. Not your parent one, which is very young, but your real one. So I won't say that. Let's say that first, your bond with France was very early. And I must say it was thanks to Alliance Française. Because you very early studied French at Alliance Française. At that age, maybe there was a French girlfriend. You'll tell us later. Or you have some strategy anyway. Yes. For a non-Hong girl. So you studied French very early, and so you are an excellent example of the success of the work of Alliance Française here in Hong Kong, which along the years, more than 50 years, and it has been created, has teach French and the French culture, has brought people from Hong Kong closer to France by not hundreds, not even by thousands, but by hundreds of thousands. And so I think Alliance Française should be proud of you, because you are also on the other side round. You are an excellent example of the quality of the teaching and of the ability to transmit to somebody the virus of France. But a good virus. This one, you went to France, and that also was good, and good news for us. And there you graduated from Conservatoire of Cinema, and your professors were all very enthusiastic about you, saying, this young guy has a bright future. They were right. Later, you engaged your life into the cinema, into the movie. You cooperated with great names for many projects. You met with great guys over there in France, but also here in Hong Kong. And you built your knowledge. You're lucky to meet all those guys. And I think those guys were happy also to meet you. And to be able to come. You came back to Paris, where you worked with some of them. And I don't want to say all your speech, so I will give you a certain number of things to say. I won't quote them, but only the best. But what is good also is that you went back to Paris, you born in Hong Kong, you learned French, you went to France, graduated, came back to Hong Kong, after that came back to France, but also came back to Hong Kong. And I think also your life embodies the best of what France and Hong Kong can do together. To promote French cinema, the French flair. You, Freddie, is a particularly easy subject at night, and after you can become an officer. So it's a way also to tell you, we encourage you to still continue to do your best to promote those special relations between France and Hong Kong. So when I met you almost 4 years ago for the first time, I was touched by your passion, I was touched by your human dimension, I was touched by your strong beliefs in what Hong Kong and France can do together. I know that many of your friends today do share the same vision and passion. Probably the best would have been to award to many of them the same honor. Maybe this will come one day. But what I say to you is what I say to them also. It's a great thing. We need people like you to be able to make people from different origins, way of lives to communicate. The cinema is really one way to do this. Arts and culture in general. And by bestowing upon you this decoration, it's a way to say thank you to you. It's also a way to recognize works done. It's also a way to try to encourage many more people to continue to do that kind of work. Mr. Freddie Wong is the name of the French government, and by its authorization, I'm hereby bestowing upon you the title and rank of Chevalier, de l'Ordre des Arts et des Lettres. First toast to this new Chevalier. Please help yourself with champagne so that he can have the necessary time to... Madame, you are right? Yes. For the one who have not champagne already, they will have a second toast anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, to the new Chevalier and his family, to the friendship between Hong Kong and France, to arts and culture, and a strong bond between nations, culture, and people. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go again. Make him start his speech. No more.
That's a very touching speech, but mine is much shorter. And anyway, he said some of my Mr. Tebo, ladies and gentlemen, it is my greatest honor and pleasure to be standing here and to receive this Chevalier medal awarded by the French Ministry of Culture and Communication. I was really surprised and flattered when I first received the letter of congratulation last year from the French Consul General, Mr. Thibault. I'm still thrilled and excited about this title being conferred upon me. I must first of all thank Mr. Thibault for making the recommendation. I'm also very grateful to the Alliance Française in Hong Kong, where I started learning French in the early 70s. And I'm also indebted to the French government who granted me a scholarship to study filmmaking in Paris 30 years ago.
You have a hint.
So, over all these years, I have been very fortunate to be meeting very nice French people who helped me in pursuing my career. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to those lovely people. Monsieur Émile Bontica, the head of the Alliance Française, when I was a student there and then, who helped me to program French movies when the Phoenix Cine Club was actively promoting film art in Hong Kong. And Monsieur Jean-Michel Leclerc, the French cultural attaché, who was a member of the Phoenix Cine Club at that time, and who helped me to open up the gateway to France. And Monsieur Pierre Christian, the mastermind behind the Cannes Film Festival, who put the Hong Kong, Taiwanese, and Chinese cinema on the world map. I'm sure some of you know Pierre and agree to what I said. And last but not the least, Monsieur Alain Corneau, who brought me into the French filmmaking scene and proved to me that a film director on the set can still be a nice person.
It's like Consul Generals.
And Mr. Jean-Pierre Thibault, your name is one of those great names which I will never forget. Monsieur Thibault, je vous remercie infiniment.
Wonderful.
And thank you all for coming and for sharing the joy with me. Thank you very much.
In fact, I made a mistake because I should have made a speech in French. French, and you are supposed to speak French. If not, Alliance Française, you have two directors there. Can we have some more champagne? Freddie, that's your cup. Young gentlemen, you have not lost everything. Is everybody having champagne? Yes? Yes. If not, there are other cups over there. Go. No. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, to the new Chevalier, his family, to you as his friends, and to France and Hong Kong. Bravo, Freddie.
Thank you. Merci.
And now you're entitled to drink the champagne without any extensions.
Congratulations.
And please take time to make some pictures with the new Chevalier.
多謝上邊啦，一生人去一片之一影緊相啊！而家。
Freddie. Chevalier.
多影多張添，我一齊嘅。好。OK。OK。